Hey, how is it going? And why is that not working? How's it going, guys? That's right. It is Don't Make This Weird, and we are back up and running. I'm still trying to solve all of the tech issues, so bear with me while I get Heather squared away here. And she's currently trying to problem solve her own mic issues. So if you guys are chiming in chat, thank you. Let me know. Say howdy. Let me know if the sound is good. I'm trying to get these links shared out and problem solve all of the other issues. So yeah, welcome to the dumpster fire called Don't Make This Weird podcast. Thank you guys for chiming in. If you're in chat, say hi, because we are streaming simultaneously on Twitch and on the Tube of Views. I'm going to try and keep up with all of the chats for both channels and what have you. We're going to be doing some spoiler alerts because tomorrow night, guys, get this, it is going to be Off the Hook episode 100 for Guitar Fridays. I got some cool guests coming in the studio. I got to clean this shit show up because, God, what the hell is going on with this place? Didn't I hire an intern a couple of years ago or something? I don't really know how to problem solve all that. But anyways, we got some cool spoilers. I got a guitar literally right down here by my knee that I'm going to be showing you guys here in a little bit. There's another one. There's a spoiler guitar over there from a local business, might I add. We'll get into that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Let me get into the chat real quick. Waiting for Heather to get her tech issues solved so we can go through and continue the show. Why does it feel like a Guitar Friday to me anyways? Anyways, let's get into chat and see what's going on. Pocket Canna Gaming says, hey, Four Keeps Zombie in the house. How's it going? Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I never know because if I play the video while we're live, it's a weird delayed echo, and I can never tell. Do I keep talking and it's not making sound? It's like, yes, you have to keep talking in order to hear if everything is working properly. So that's how that works. I'm behind it subbing on this channel, but I believe I subbed to you under my zombie channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, let me get the rest of these links shared out. And if you guys could, like on your socials, if you think somebody would enjoy this content and the podcast and what have you, share it out to them. Be like, hey, check this out. It's an hour and a half you'll never get back. So come share with friends and family alike. That's how that works. Four Keep says, haven't kept up on the other one since doing this one. Hey, I completely understand. That's why I've been trying to put all of the channels together under this one right now for Don't Make This Weird. And then as I continually branch out, I'll probably start the other channels. Speaking of that, let me get over to this. Why does it say July 13th? You would think, since I have all of my stuff together, it's actually going to be August 3rd. So let's fix that live, shall we? Because that's going to be the next show. And there we go. But yeah, to go over some of the channels really quickly. Brandon's in the house, says, hello. How's it going, my brother from another mother? But yeah, we actually have a new one up since a couple of channels have taken a momentary hiatus, which I completely understand. This stuff gets kind of crazy. So yeah, I have to get the other logos put up. But my personal channel, I've put into hiatus, which is up in the right-hand corner, which I have to get the other logo for the other shows that we're doing. And Pocket Canna Gaming is taking a slight hiatus due to technical issues. and personal reasons. I'm not going to go into that, but I appreciate you, Kenna. Thank you so much for being part of the Strange Friends Media Group. You are absolutely amazing in everything that you do in your channel. I appreciate you. Looking forward to you getting your setup fixed and dealing with all those tech issues. So you guys in chat, hey, thank you so much for supporting all these channels. But now we have Action Surge, which is so hard to say quickly. But yeah, that's part of it. You're the best, Kenna. Thank you so much. Rule of Cool is another one that we support all the time, every Tuesday at 7 Central. They're not going anywhere. It's another channel. I'm just going to run down the list of all the channels that are still either associated or affiliated with us, which is thank you so much. I appreciate that. Rule of Cool, Chaos Gaming, Suck My Deck, Twiddler's Place, Guitar Friday, Magic Gaming Jerks, Chillstream, Dragonfly Heart Gaming, Initiative Impossible, which they've been throwing up some pretty amazing content. I was able to catch their stream last night for a little bit while I was working on that guitar over there. Obviously, you guys are tuned in to Don't Make This Weird, and I need to get the other, oh God, what do you call it? The other icon? I think it's icon for MTG Attitude. This one's kind of poopy. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Let me get back to me so you guys can see. Trying to get my channel up and running again. I might have to do not live posts for a while until YouTube fixes everything. I completely understand it. Shelby's in chat. How's it going, brother? Thank you so much. Let me see if Heather has her stuff situated. That's Brandon. Why are you in chat? Let me get this stuff. Shellbones, that's right. Yeah, just trying to get all of this stuff situated. It's always fun working through tech issues. And I know that unless you guys do this stuff on a regular basis, there's a lot that goes into production for, my friend, the amazing invisible camera and the lighting and so on and so forth. I don't know if you guys can see some of the stuff in the background. There's the halo that is for the other channel. Here's the other halo for the lighting and whatnot. Hey, Smack Daddy, what are you up to, sugar baby? Is that the conversation you guys were having at Tuscola Palooza? Such an amazing good time. Like, good Lord, you guys was absolutely... you missed a hell of a show if you weren't there. And if you were, holy shit show. Wow, it was awesome. Just the live bands, Blind Riots, shout out to those guys, John Van's band, the 99, Infamous Quick, Sunset Boulevard, Sybil and the Beast, Jason Pisek and the Brotherhood. Absolutely amazing. So many cool bands. I know I'm forgetting some of them. Here on Out, which was really cool. It's fun to hear you live, just off live. Yeah, something like that. That's how that works. But no, it was so much fun hanging out with these bands. And what was the other one? Tricks, the party band, which was freaking awesome. These guys just absolutely, every single one of these bands brought it. They showed up, they showed out. It wasn't scorching hot like it was last year. It was comfortable. And, if you guys were there, they had food trucks. They had all kinds of raffles. Like some chick won a kayak and they had a guitar. And there was a bunch of other cool stuff there, but all going to the Child Advocacy Center. Wow, this is why live is so much fun. You can't fix the script with that live. But no, it was such an... Actually, I have the ticket stubs right here. Check that out. There's my ticket, and here is the other ticket. So there's that, which is so much fun. Is that the sound that I was waiting for with Heather? Hey, there's Heather. All right. She's chiming in, trying to get all of the stuff situated. All right. Can you hear me, little buddy? All right. Let's bring you on screen here. Just 1 second. Let me get. Are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let's get you over to the split screen real quick. I actually have to pop out. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. You gotta love tech issues.
Yeah, no, but we're working it out. We're working it out.
Oh, we totally are. There we go. That's what I wanted. Come on, do the thing. No, I didn't want that. I want this. There we go. Ta-ta. Now I have to figure out how to turn that back to.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's not what I wanted. How did I do the full screen last time?
I don't know. I wasn't there to do it.
I know, and it's so freaking annoying because there's just okay. So nope, that's not it. So you guys are watching us do this stuff live, and being able to figure this out. Nope.
Can everybody hear me yet, or
I think they can hear you.
Let me know.
Yeah, you guys chime in chat. Let me know that you guys can hear Heather. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe that will do it. And full screen. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a tick.
Is it good to? Can you hear it good though, Shelby? Michael.
Why?
Oh my
why?
goodness.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to stick with that because I thought, why are you doing that? All right, whatever. So here we go. Nope.
All right.
Damn it. Okay. That can go away. This can get added.
I have a little bit of time this weekend. I mean, I know we got a lot of stuff going on.
There we go.
But
got it.
I should be able to stop in.
All right. So as we're adding sources and doing all this this is some of the behind the scenes stuff that you guys see. So here we go. All right. That should be fixed. I'm really hoping that situates everything. If you guys are in chat, please let me know that we got all of this stuff fixed. You can hear Heather. Everything sounds okay. And
see my hotel room and the bed I didn't make.
You are the worst college kid ever.
It's totally fine. I am professional at everything I'm doing these days.
So yeah, let's if everybody can hear Heather and everything is sounding okay. I still don't know how the hell I did the full screen thing last time. But
I'm not sure, but you can see me at least.
Yeah, you can. I can see you. And
I mean, I guess it's a good thing.
It's looking good.
Thank you for your patience. I was running a little bit behind. Not only did I get out of work a little bit later than planned, but I finally did get my keys to my new home here in Alpena. And so I'm thankful for that. However, no bed, no nothing there yet. So I'm back here tonight. And I stopped at the desk. I want to give a shout out to the guy working the desk at the front desk here at the hotel I'm at. I said, can you please give me a box fan? Because them little fuckers at the pool last night were so loud, and I have to get up at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for work. Oh, or no, I have to be to work at 7, so I have to get up super early. And he right away, he's like, I got to take a little time. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. I said, that's fine. I'm doing a podcast, so he might be listening right now, actually. So if you are, dude, thank you. You brought the fan up. I like that. So anyway, that's what's going on. Hopefully you got
Nice.
some help there.
Okay, so apparently Brandon's saying just above the bottom. What the hell is going on here?
Bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom. So yeah, it was like 11 o'clock last night.
There we go.
I'm trying to get to bed. I'm here. They put
Got
me
it.
so like right here. You would think is a window.
Thank you,
It
Brandon.
is. It is a window,
Yes.
but it's a window outside to the pool. They were like, he's single. Well, you know, and we're just gonna. She's by herself. Let's put her where there's a bunch of screaming crotch goblins. Yeah.
Nice. That
Not,
it's the
not
rock star
friendly.
lifestyle, right? You're stuck in a hotel and you got screaming crotch goblins everywhere.
Screaming crotch goblins, and none of them are mine, and it's okay.
God, that
Don't get
sounds
me
like
wrong,
me.
though.
That so
Don't get me
sounds like
wrong.
me.
I do love kids. You know that.
Yes.
I'm pretty good with them. I do love kids, but when I'm trying to sleep, apparently I'm getting old now. It's like, get off my lawn.
You know,
Yeah.
I went to that ghetto ass county fair that
Oh,
yeah, and I'm really hoping that I can figure this out because I don't know whether this is supposed to be a bong or a butt plug because
oh wait, I can't see. Oh,
you got to go on
man.
the stream because yeah, this ghetto ass county
Oh.
fair, which was great. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it's supposed to be like a slush puppy. And
Okay.
this thing right here, like I don't know if you can tell.
I can see it now.
Right. So apparently this was $10 and refills were
Ooh.
5. I'm not sure what the fluid ounces is, but like, yeah.
Wow.
And of course I ran into to Nicole. She was going to the rodeo, which was fun. And I asked her, I said, so is this supposed to be a bong or a dildo? Like, help me out here.
Oh my god. Well,
And of course she was laughing about
either. Depending on, I guess it could be either depending on what part of you is thirsty.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is that.
Oh god. I feel like I got dad jokes and like weird jokes for days, I suppose. Like,
But yeah, no,
that's where I'm at.
it's been pretty crazy this week. Is that what else have you had to deal with your week?
Oh, I mean, the drive time and everything, which it's okay. Because it is a beautiful drive up here, so that's not a big issue. But you know, just the ins and outs, learning everything. Everything is starting to finally like come together, and I have to keep on reminding myself that once everything is set, it's set, and we won't have to worry about doing any of this again until we're called to go set up another store. So I have to remember, even though I was really good at my last position, like I knew what I was doing, I had it under control. I'm brand new. I'm brand new to this position, and you know I have to give myself a little bit of credit there. But basically, oh, you guys, I had to put together. We have these big boards at work where it's like in our lounge, our break room, which is huge, gigantic. We have 2 microwaves and a bunch of other stuff in there. I'm just like, okay, whatever. But we have these giant like push pin boards, like the particle boards or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And we have to decorate them. So basically my couple days here, I've been running around, so I'm starting to learn the town. I got some prints done by a really cool little like mom and pop shop printer. They do all kinds of stuff from logos to all kinds of different things.
Nice.
And so I've been running back and forth there to get certain prints and laminated and all that stuff, and then like just running around to the store to get the things that our supply truck hasn't sent or we just don't get from supply truck. So I am really starting to learn my surroundings and where I'm at. Yeah, it's been interesting. It is a beautiful town. Apparently, they're slated for 2 more Big B's in this town, so 3. If that tells you how much bigger this place is compared to what I'm used to.
I mean, they make some
Um,
pretty amazing tea at Big B. I'm just saying.
they do, but for me to get moved to a place that doesn't just have one, but three of my favorite coffee shops, I don't know if that's good, bad, ugly, whatever,
All
but
the diabetes. All the diabetes.
pretty much, yeah, pretty much. So that, and I met my landlord today.
Nice.
Very nice guy. It was kind of it felt like a shady deal because he's like, you want to get into the truck and then give me the money and sign the paperwork and stuff.
Is that how that works? They trap you into a house. Hey, you want to sign the deal? Like, we can do this.
Slides it over.
Slides it over the dashboard as you're sitting in the passenger seat.
But it was interesting because I was gonna meet him in the office, but some stuff came up and they were working on my home today, so they were getting the last stuff finished before I get all my stuff moved in. And so anyway, so I met him in the parking lot at Marshall's. We're listen to this though, like get this. So we're sitting in the parking lot. I climb into his gigantic F-150. And we're sitting there, and we're going over the paperwork and everything. And he's like, "So how is everything going? I know that you got promoted to this position." And he said, "There's a lot for me to learn." Like, he's like, "How do you feel about the training?" I'm like, "There's a lot still for me to learn."
Right.
And he gives me a pep talk, like, this is my landlord, and he's like, I think he's younger. He looks like he's younger than I am.
Right.
But he's giving me this pep talk, and he's like, "They hired you for a reason. You got this." And I'm just like, wow, what a nice dude.
That's
sitting
cool.
there giving me a pep talk. And but yeah, and then afterward he texts me like a vet for the cats, and where to go get like a dentist, all these different things, that I was like, I don't know anything around here. So he actually sent me messages about where different places are in town because he's lived here for 20 years or more. So
nice.
So I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he even offered to put some racks up to hang up my kayak on the shed. So it's just
well, yeah,
because
the beach straight across the street is
yeah. yeah. So
first world problems, am I right?
Honestly, I was driving out to go get my keys tonight, and I drive by the wetlands. It's really pretty. There was an egret just like flying along, and there was a guy taking pictures. I've already seen deer in the front lawn. It feels like they're staging them,
like the Truman Show.
Here's all these animals, So
so it's a Disney thing. Is that what you're saying?
Right. They're like, all right, now cue the deer.
So if you sing, will they be able to go through and do your laundry and like shovel your driveway when it's snowing?
I'm just gonna throw open the screen door and be like, and just start singing. Hopefully they'll come in and do it well. Just like, now bitches, don't touch this. I'm on my way out to work.
Just do the whole freaking Little Mermaid thing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, good God. Let's get to what chat real quick. MTG Attitude is chiming in, says, "Good evening, lovely, smart Heather, and beautiful bald Tony." Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much. He said, "I'm going to bed. Trips in 7 hours and 38 minutes. Love you both. Hope to see you out there next year. Much love."
Going to Wiener Island.
Going to Wiener Island. Brandon says, "Endlessly entertaining Dave. Good to see you." You too, Brandon. Without sounding weird, Heather, you have some of the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. She does. She's got those hypnotic eyes.
That's a hypnotic. Anyway, thank you.
Wait a minute. I've heard that song before. What is it? I've got hungry eyes. Here, let's go to the full screen so they can see you do that. There
they couldn't see me do that.
There you go.
No, Dave, to comment on that, actually, I didn't get along really well with my ex-mother-in-law, but one of the things that she used to say is that I smiled with my eyes.
Yes.
I guess. I'm just like, okay. I guess I do the sparkle or something. I don't know, but thank you. No, it's not weird. You can give me compliments. It's all right.
It's not weird.
It's not the weirdest thing I've done today.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on.
Jumping in a stranger's truck.
So you're saying you got an apartment? Let's do this.
Yeah. It's like you wanna sign the papers on the back of your truck, or you just want to jump in mine? I'm like, and yours,
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, you live in the rock star lifestyle, being in a hotel with a messy bed, and that's how all that works, right?
I mean, I haven't kicked the TV off. I haven't peed in a corner. I think I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, you can yeet it out the window with those crotch goblins at the pool, right?
But look at this chair, though. Like, really?
That's a pimp chair.
It is actually. It's actually really nice.
Nice.
Like,
So you think they'll let you take that home when you're done?
No, because then my company will have to pay for it, and apparently they've already been charged triple, double, whatever for guy. If you're listening, that brought me the fan,
right?
Some shit's gonna go down after we leave here. But no, seriously.
That's awesome.
No, it's interesting. It's an interesting place, honestly. They're working in remodeling here. This is the place that I was in last weekend. Apparently, it works way better with just two of us because so far, I don't want to jinx it, but it's working.
All right.
So there's construction workers that are staying here, and it's really weird, like walking in the halls because it's just like one big square, and then you get to an elevator. So I'm just like, just where are you going? What are you doing? A putty knife? What do you got? Yeah, so.
It's like a construction drug deal going down. Hey.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. And it's funny because right now at work we still have a bunch of people that are working there, construction, whatever, and I don't know the name of the company, but they're doing a really great job, honestly. I think my biggest problem is I don't like to follow directions, for one, which is really hard.
Never.
Well, and I'm an operations manager, which I just finally read what that means, but
follows directions.
Too late. Right? Too late. Already got it. No take backs. So they're walking around with the giant blueprint, and they're trying to label where everything's at. And of course, I have people that I don't know. Like, I'm starting to get to know my team, which is awesome. They're actually a great team.
Yes.
And they're labeling and where stuff goes, and of course, like, they're brand new. There's only two of us, other than the managers that are coming in from all over the place that are from the company. And it's like they ask questions and I'm like, let me get back to you. So delegating right now is really hard for me because I'm still like, what am I doing? So,
and we're gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give me that box of push pins.
Let's get caught up in chat real quick. Where do we leave off? Brandon says, "Don't leave Tony out, Dave. He was a very grippable beard. He actually gripped my beard at Tuscaloosa." He was like, I've always wanted
about
to do
like
this.
Doing something in the woods. There was like all kinds of shit happening.
Yes, there was when Sybil and the Beast took the stage. They're like, "Hey, anybody want to go have sex in the woods? Cool. Not gonna meet you there." And then Dave says, without sounding weird, "My eyes are brown, which means I've shit for brains." And then says, if Tony was a chick,
that's not true.
If Tony was a chick, yep, Barry White. Cold pizza and a bottle of Moet. And Brandon chimes in and says, "Come on, let's be honest. You'd get Tony with a $2 chuck." There's some pretty amazing $2 chucks out there. Not gonna lie.
Well, and the thing is too, like, Dave could unroll like a bearskin rug and be like,
"Oh yeah,
here. Yeah."
I can't tell you how many times. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, Dave and I. We had a long conversation over breakfast, and it was like, "You complete me."
Did you like longingly stare into each other's eyes?
Oh, we totally did. It was over
eating sausage.
Yes, I was watching him eat a bowl of oatmeal, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking sexy.
Like, you know what? I never understood that. When people were like, "You eat that so sensual," and I'm like,
right.
How did you even see me eat that? Like I ate it so fast.
I,
Really?
I
No,
look like a
no.
bulldog trying to eat like wet dog food. It just gets everywhere.
Some like pork chops. Like,
Yes.
yeah. I don't understand it.
Dave said,
I
I'm
don't
the
understand.
brains and Jay and Guy are the tits. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Well, I want to give a shout out. I don't know
Yes,
if Mr. Guy's here or not, but I want to give a shout out to Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy.
He had reached out and he showed me, he's like, something I'm taking on the trip this year, and it was the eyeglass lens that I made with the wheel,
The gear?
I was like, aw, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
That's
how
cool.
cool is that? That's cool. But him and I though got into this big conversation about lures and stuff, and we're showing each other like what our lures were, and and I told him about living up here, and I'm like, well, next time when you guys come to visit, we'll grab Tony up, and then like everybody can just come because I live by the lake, and we can have a great time.
Absolutely.
Not saying that we couldn't there, but so yeah, he's like fishing and hanging out with you guys. Hell yeah.
Well, and that's the best part about it is you're literally right across the street from your lake.
Yeah, I am. But there's so many here. There's
Oh,
boat
yeah.
launches, all kinds of stuff. It's just
Hell yeah.
it's crazy the more and more that I find here. I'm like, dang, there's so much stuff here.
You guys have some of the goofiest shit. Brandon chimes in and says, longingly staring into each other's brown eyes. You mean.
How's it going, Pocket Kenna? I'm doing a video and I'm listening. LOL. LOL. Guys, lures are a box of candy and white what?
In a white panel van.
Oh, dude, I would get in. I'd be like, what do you got in there? Yeah.
Oh, good God. That's hilarious. So, yeah,
nice.
that sounds like you've had a pretty incredible week with just trying to get caught up with everything and learning the ropes for a store up in middle of BFE, which is not really BFE because they're developing it really quickly.
It's really not. Like all the things that they were talking about, what else is coming in just before the end of this year.
Yes.
Actually really surprised me. I was like, damn, so we got an Aldi coming in. So we're a little bit behind from you guys there. Supposedly a PetSmart and a couple other, like 2 other bigger businesses that are coming in. And I was like, damn, this is just crazy. They are really developing it a lot here since the last time I was. But talking about the week and stuff, I know like you're gonna get into this also, but I did get a chance to go to Tuscaloosa.
Hell yes.
It was so much fun, and that because I'll be honest, guys, like I put off packing. I put off packing for the Palooza, man, and then I put off packing again the next day for Renaissance Festival,
which was so much fun.
And guess who's not done packing yet? So thankfully, today I got the notification that the money that they're paying for the move came in. So I get done tomorrow night's my night here, and then I'm off for 3 days. So I will be back to Caro and packing and getting everything else together. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an crazy week with, obviously still doing the seasonal gig for the city and whatnot. And ramping up for episode 100 Guitar Fridays. Like, holy shit, man. And I'm gonna get into all the other neat little things that I have because I got a spoiler guitar here in a little bit. But it was crazy. Like last week, we interviewed Brian from Action Surge, which is so hard to say.
Action Surge.
Yes. Like I anybody that's in chat right now, I try this real live. Say it to yourself. It's probably going to sound goofy, but Action Surge without tripping up your tongue. Go ahead.
Action
I'll wait.
Surge.
Right. Action Surge. But no, it was really cool because we interviewed him Thursday, did episode 99 of Guitar Fridays, which was awesome. And then Saturday, we both were at the Palooza, and it was great because Brandon won tickets, And because he gave Mary brachos.
Yes, he did. He gave Mary brachos,
He
which is
did.
not an STD. Just for
Right,
those of you
which was
that are
hilarious
confused.
because we were at the Palooza, and every time he saw Mary, whether she was on the golf court or walking around, Mary, I gave you brachos, which was the funniest shit ever.
It was
Uh,
so funny.
and who does Brandon show up with? But Brian, his
Hmm.
brother from Action
Yes, Brian.
Surge. And I
Action
was like, this
Surge.
is freaking awesome. So we got to hang out. We actually had a couple pictures. Let me see here. 1 second.
Yeah.
Just because
You
I
gotta
want to
share
do
that.
the visual part of the uh, the Tescolapaloozas
Oh
because
yeah.
it was so much fun, and I want to show you guys just how cool it actually was with all of the craziness here. All right, so
It was
let's
so
do
fun.
this. Give me 2 seconds while I pull up a screen. Why did that go away? That shouldn't have gone away.
So
There
I shit the bed on getting a shirt because usually they have a ton
we go.
of shirts.
Yes.
Not shirt. Love you too, Dave. Good night. Have a safe trip, buddy.
Here we go.
So usually they have a bunch left over, and then as the night goes on, not that I'm trying to be a cheapskate or anything, but as the night goes on,
Yes.
they go down in price so that they're not sitting on a bunch of shirts. Well, all they had left for medium. I'm not a medium at the moment. I missed out on a shirt.
Right. All right. So here we go. I've got it up on screen. I hope you guys can see that. And I want to pull this up because this was so freaking awesome. This is right when Infamous Quick took the stage. And Terry just, oh God, I love Terry. We love Terry. That girl just has a set of pipes that doesn't quit. So that's
She's
when they
not
took.
afraid to use them.
Oh yeah, exactly. So here we go. This is one of my favorite bands, the Blind Rides. Chase, holy cow! Like, brother, how did you do that? Because they have, well, they what was her name? Good Lord, please don't kill me.
Beth.
The keyboard player.
What's her name? Beth.
I think so. I don't remember. But anyways, I got a shirt.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, they did Like a Stone, and they started it out
God.
with piano. Like, holy shit balls, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was freaking awesome. And then, of course, we did, there's more pictures and stuff. There's Terry doing what it is that she's doing, singing her ass off, killing it. And if you guys have not seen Infamous Quick live, like, seriously, here's the Jason Pizek and the Brotherhood. These guys threw down. Holy shit, it was
Yeah, they
awesome.
They were really good.
Oh man, and we actually got pictures with these guys. There we go. There's me, Brandon, Chase from the Blind Rides, Brian, aka the Professor.
He looks like the professor, dude.
He totally does. And then some random chick, she's like, "Oh, I wanted the picture," so she jumped in the picture with us, and we're all just hanging out. Like, gotten our, Brandon's got the Blind Rides koozie, which was freaking awesome. And there's the picture of Brandon with the Professor. And I sent this to Editor Jay. I'm like, dude, you're not going to believe who I ran into at Tescolapalooza. I ran into the fucking Professor. And he's like, he cleans up nice.
It's funny.
So, yeah, we're all hanging out with these guys.
Down too?
What's that? Oh, God, yes. He totally took his hair down, which was hilarious. But, yeah, it was freaking awesome. And then here's another shot of the Blind Rides throwing down. That lead guitar player was killing it too. Like, holy shit balls. The bass player was awesome. I was actually hanging out with him at the Blind Rides tent, which was so freaking. Yeah, they had a cornhole over there, which was freaking awesome. And let's see what else we got here. Let's get a couple
with
more
their
pictures.
logo, right?
Yes. Here's the John Vance band, which was freaking awesome. They kicked off their set with Copperhead Road, which was,
Yes, they did.
oh God, it was such a great set that they did.
They were good.
Oh, they were so freaking good. What else do we got here? Here's the stage, bright and early in the morning. I was there at, I don't know, I think 10:30, 11 or whatever. So I got a picture of the stage. Here's the backstage area where all of the bands were hanging out, getting ready to go on. Uh, this was really cool. This was Sunset Boulevard doing their sound
So
check
good.
at like 11 a.m. And oh man, it was so freaking awesome. They just killed
They
it.
were so good. We ended up sticking around. Dawn, myself, Brian, and Brandon were all there.
Yeah.
But then Brandon's like, "Get over here! This is the area for the beach balls," because they blew up a bunch of beach balls and they
We were
were,
kicking those
were
around.
hitting them around in the crowd.
Yeah.
It was so packed in there.
Oh, it was so freaking awesome. I
It
loved
was
it.
so fun.
And there's me.
And then Dwayne,
Dwayne.
Dwayne Keller, he came in and did a bunch of really great pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. There you are.
Yep.
You have a picture of us too.
I do. I don't,
Dawn and I.
where the hell did it go? I thought I uploaded it. I'm trying to put these albums and stuff together, but yeah. And I tried to get more pictures.
That's not me.
Nope. There we go. So yeah, it was so much fun being able to hang out and enjoy all of the bands, and they had so many pictures that Terry posted on the Tuscaloosa
Yeah.
page. Plus, she went and did some live videos and stuff, which was absolutely awesome. And that was just a Saturday. And then, like you said, we also went to the Ren Fair and hung out there and got to meet some amazing people or get reacquainted with some amazing people because we miss them. We always,
Yes.
it's so weird how we don't get the chance to see these people until Ren Fair, and then it's like we need to connect up through the course of the year, and then we don't see them again until the next Ren Fair. It's like, damn it!
Yeah,
But,
this is so true. I don't know why. Got some pictures coming your way though.
what you got?
Some of the stuff from Tuscaloosa supposed to be coming through Facebook.
All right, let me pull these up so we can go through and get them.
And
too.
I don't have a picture of.
There we go.
Ren-
And we
I don't
got
have any
Terry
pictures from Ren
photobombing
Fest.
us in the background, which was hilarious. And that was your booth that you had set up right behind us. And of course, we're cheesing it. That's what we do.
Yes.
Here's what? No,
Praise
that's the
him
wrong one.
for sure. Them.
Dang it. All right, hold on. Let's get back here. There's you and me acting absolutely goofy. That's what we do. And there's you and Dawn. There we go.
Yeah.
And then we got Tuscaloosa. This is when Infamous quit, which was absolutely epic. We had an absolute blast. I think I took the picture of you too. Yes,
Brandon
you
did.
did. You totally did. But yeah, it was an absolute blast being able to be at another Tuscaloosa, hang with friends, get into
It was.
see people we hadn't seen in a minute, and just support local. Like, it was so much fun.
Mhm.
Had an absolute blast.
Yeah. Yes, it was. And I'm looking forward to stopping out probably Sunday to the Renaissance Festival as long as I get my stuff packed because I have until Monday and then I got to be back up here again on Tuesday. So
Okay.
that's that. That's that. Until I have time off again, I'm here after that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Hold on.
But-
Tried to make sure that I got all of this situated here. Yeah. Yep. Sending links and whatnot. Because, hey, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon says, thanks for
Yeah.
the confirmation because I thought I might have been the boozed remembered that. No. It was freaking awesome. That was so much fun being able to do that
Yeah.
at Tuscaloosa. And I mean, it's always a blast. The nice part about Tuscaloosa is it's growing at a rate to where it's enjoyable. It's a family-friendly event. And it goes for a good cause. It goes for the Tuscola County Child Advocacy Center.
Advocacy Center.
Why can't I say that? It's like action.
I don't
surge.
know. Usually I'm the one that's messing it up. But yeah, Tuscola. Now I did it.
No, you did.
Tuscola County. Yeah.
Yes.
The Advocacy Center. So.
But yeah,
good time.
It was an absolute blast, and it's cool because I think this is the biggest that it's been, as far as attendance and watching it grow, which was great. Because I mean, I can't wait till next year because it's just going to be even cooler. So yeah, I mean, we didn't do Rule of Cool this week because Brian didn't have any internet. We didn't jerk it, but we did do. Did we do? We did. Did we do SMD Monday?
Yes, you guys did.
Yes.
I did not show up because I was not packed. So
it all blurs together. I'm still trying to remember my week.
Yeah, you guys did. I wasn't able to because I still had so much to pack. So I was listening to you guys for a little bit there while I was working on it. But yeah, I still have so much more to do, and I want to be able to see people
yes
when I get back, but I'm also like, I gotta get this shit done.
So yeah, it's just been ramping up for the 100th episode of Guitar Fridays, which wow, we're almost at the top of the hour. I want to share the stuff that I've been working on, and I'm still trying to troubleshoot. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about at the top of your week before we got into sharing the other stuff and talking about future guests that we're going to be bringing out, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We've got a couple sitting in the chamber right now that is, if schedules work out, we'll be able to bring them on either via the interwebs or live in studio, which I'm still trying to problem solve that thing so they can hear you.
We'll make it through it.
Oh, honestly. We will. Absolutely. And that's just been part of the process of using technology to make things work.
Well, and that's another thing too. I already, I've been on it. I got my electric and the gas and everything already taken care of for my new place. And now I have to get the internet done out there, and I'm going to get the best that I can this time around. Oh, and I almost got myself a new vehicle.
Almost.
I decided, I had come over to your place actually, and I was talking about the breakdown of everything. It is super expensive to do full coverage. I get it. If something really happens, they cover you, but good Lord.
Yeah, it gets nuts.
I would love to have a new vehicle right now, but I talked to you, and then I talked a little bit with Brian, and he's like, maybe you should give yourself 6 months and see where you're at with everything that you already have going on. So
isn't that what we ultimately decided?
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing. But I do know, instantly I was approved. I was like,
of course.
Yeah, I test drove it, and it was like, you're approved. It's like, I only had my ass in that seat for 5 minutes. I'm approved. So there's that. But yeah, anyway, you were going to show something.
Well, no, it was one of those things where, speaking of approve, we have built this channel and built sister, brother, whatever, cousins to this channel of Guitar Fridays, Chill Stream, Survivor Girl. Those of you that are way back in the day, Deep Cut, Survivor Girl. And then obviously you took that channel and you're doing now the Dragonfly Heart Gaming, which once you get all of that stuff settled in and you're still trying to go through and work on doing the production for that part, I think you're going to kill it because it's retro gaming. To shout your channel out, I freaking loved it when you did a couple of the screen tests and whatnot. So it was really cool. But yeah, we're growing this channel and having an absolute blast doing it because you guys show up. You always support and do those things, which I appreciate. You guys do that. I mean, we appreciate you guys when you do that.
Together, we appreciate you.
Exactly. So here's the cool part about the growth of this channel and the things that we've been doing is tomorrow night I'm going to be celebrating 100 episodes of Guitar Fridays. So in preparation for all of that, let me go to the full screen here of me. Um, is I've been working on this project guitar that my brother from another mother ended up buying me, and he's like, "Hey, you like putting guitars together, so let's build this thing." And this is what it ended up being, and I got cables and shit all connected to this thing. But yeah, so here we go. This is the new guitar that I've built. It is a Steve Vai inspired guitar, but it's got I got to put the strings on it. But I built this thing from a guitar kit and got the whammy bar and the trem bridge all in there. Got it all hooked up, and this die is food coloring. And it's got like, I don't know if you guys can see those deep cuts of it being literally hit with lightning. So
cool.
and it's got the Tree of Life fretboard in that. But I did clear coats, and there's the headstock. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but no, I I still got to get this thing strung up and plugged in, and I pray to God I hooked everything up and it works, because yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 months since I started building this thing, and I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. But if you look over there, oh, I don't even have it. I gotta actually get up and get it. But we're going back to the split screen. So that's been ridiculously exciting. Working on
questions.
What's your questions?
So, what made you think, or what made you decide, I should say? Uh-oh, did I go out?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. What made you decide to use food coloring? Was it something that you watched? How did you come across that?
So here's the thing with all of the ways to build guitars and all the ways to stain the wood never holds the color that you stain it unless you got some sort of fancy application for these wood grains and this, that, and the other thing. So I'm like, okay, I've seen, and this goes back to like in the 80s, like you wanted to dye your hair. What did you use? Kool-Aid and food coloring.
Kool-Aid.
Right,
yes, right. 90s about.
Right. So one of the things that I was like, okay, well, how the hell can I make that long term? And so I started thinking about Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when you dunk Easter eggs in food coloring? Well, it dyes it. Well, so I'm like, wood's the same kind of way. What if I just test it out and do it that way? To where I was taking like strips of wood that I had and just like dunk it in the cup. And I'm like, well, that's not working. Because I was just using like the cheap store-bought food coloring that, you know, you get for dyeing Easter eggs and whatnot. And I was like, well, that's not going to work. So I went and bought some like top shelf food grade 100% like the chefs use on Amazon. And I got like 15 different colors. And I was like, fuck it, we're going to do it. And I also had an infatuation with Shishugi Bon. It's a burning of wood to bring out the wood grain. So you like char it and then you sand it all down and it brings out the wood grain. So one of the things I wanted to do, which is very similar to this design actually, where, and this is just different wood textures, because this is actually what I got from Holly for a birthday present. It's a guitar spoon that you can stir with. But it's very similar to this. I don't know if you can see that, where it just brings out the different layers in the wood when you char it. Nice. And also it... what's that?
I was going to say one more thing, like, because you just mentioned her. Holly.
Yes.
I don't have the card right now for the company that she has. But I want to say thank you because she made me a beautiful dragonfly bracelet for my birthday as well. So I want to give her some love. Thank you.
Absolutely. Loud love to Holly. But no, that was the whole process of me just trying to trial and error because wood stains are stupidly expensive. So I was like,
Hmm.
well, if I buy food coloring, how expensive can that be? Honestly, it wasn't getting like badass food grade food coloring. And
Hmm.
that's not the first one that I've done. Like I have guitars all back through here that I've used food coloring on, and
Yes.
it dyed the wood perfectly. The problem is you have to make sure that it's dry
Yeah.
before you start doing other things. And that's when I did this guitar in yellow, and I grabbed a couple of other colors and whatnot just to stain it. I mean, you can see greens and reds and oranges and a little bit of blues and whatnot
That's
in
pretty
there.
awesome.
So that's what I ended up doing. And it was funny because when you looked at some of the other guitars, you're like, wow, that is really vivid color. Like the
Yes.
green one that I have. And I'll show that
Mhm.
off tomorrow on Guitar Fridays. But I wanted to save money and I wanted to do a cool thing. So using food coloring and then doing like tongue oil, which worked really well. But then I
Mhm.
ended up like getting food coloring all over me because it wasn't completely dry. And then I ended up using tongue oil to seal it, but the wood could still breathe. And then that didn't
Yeah.
work. So I was like, well, I guess we're just going to do clear coat because it's an acrylic polyurethane something cellulose blah blah blah. And I did
Mhm.
like 20 or 30 coats on that guitar, the one that I just showed you.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been a really cool experimentation process of figuring out what works while building guitars.
Yeah.
And like I never knew that would be so much fun building guitars.
And you've been doing quite a few now. Like, what number is this?
So God, I built the coffin guitar, the Fender Super Strat style guitar, the purple one, which I've shown several times.
Mhm.
The 12 string, which is another lightning one that I did. The Flying V, the Explorer. I've got the Telly knockoff. I've built. Good lord. There's my diddly bow back there that I've built. God, how many is that? What, one, two, the V, the Explorer, the 12 string, the diddly bow, now the Vi model, and then the other Telly. So what is that? 8 guitars that I built so far.
Wow. And we had kind of had a conversation because I I love art
Yeah.
in general and I love music, and I think putting both of those as a combination are just so beautiful because you really can't have one without the other anyway.
Well,
But
yeah. And I'm not
you think
creative. I don't
about
have a creative bone in my body. And yet here you are. You're like, I want to freaking dragonfly that shit up. Because I'm not artsy or fartsy. Well, maybe fartsy, but where did you go? Are you still there? Your sound went out. What did you do?
here,
Ah, there you are.
so I don't go out. Okay, so I'm like, you're not artsy, whatever. Um, but anyway, we were talking about this, and I'm interested in just painting some beautiful guitars. Like, I really would love to do an acoustic that has some really, really, really pretty art on it. Oh, that might be in the works at some point.
Oh yeah, we are so doing like a mutually shit show dumpster fire guitar build between the two of us of going,
Actually,
hey,
no, I don't think it's gonna
well, I mean, it's one of those
be.
things that it always starts out one way, just from my experience of building guitars, and it always ends up either way cooler or, oh, that didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. But either way, it's going to be a really
Well,
cool, fun experience.
that's the freedom. That's like the freedom of creating your own art, though. Honestly,
Yes.
yes, we can have guidelines of other people and what they're doing. And, like I love the College of YouTube for that reason, to be able to
Yes.
jump on and to learn different things. Like, for instance, last night I driving along, and of course with the long drive and then bringing the cats back this way, my AC's not working in the truck. So I was like, oh, how do I recharge my AC
Yep.
myself, or DIY, whatever? So
Yes.
I watched a whole video on how to do it, and then so of course I'm going to do that this weekend. Um, I'm on top of packing and all that, but the thing is though, is we can find out knowledge pretty much on anything, which is fantastic.
Yes.
But you don't really, some of these things you don't really have to be such an amazing artist, because you have that liberty to be able to create something beautiful, and it doesn't have to be to a T. It doesn't have to be that kind of thing. So
Well, and that's the thing that I'm continually learning about building guitars is the perfections are in the imperfections. Because I mean,
correct.
that 12 string that I built, I just absolutely destroyed the back side of it trying to drill another hole for an input jack,
Yeah.
and how to piece it back together with sawdust, chunks of splintered wood,
Yeah.
and uh, tight bond glue. And it
But
ended
you
up
did
being
it.
a really cool design on the back, which made it even better
Hmm.
when I hit it with the transformers and created the lightning on it. And
Right.
now you
Which
can't
is
even tell
awesome.
because it's just a work of art that's been hit by stupid amounts of electricity with water and
Hmm.
baking soda. And I can't wait to play this thing
Yeah.
and be like, hey, look what I did. I did a thing. So
See, and that's the coolest part about the whole idea of it, is that you get not only are you creating art on this piece of, it turns into a guitar as well. So you're playing a work of art technically.
yeah, it truly is. Like it amazes me on how, and this is gonna sound so new age, but I don't give a shit. When
Isn't it amazing?
you're building the guitar, it speaks to you and it tells you what it's supposed to sound like, what it's supposed to
Mhm.
look like. And me, hey, I'm all for a $2 Russian whore because I don't give a shit what it looks like. What does it sound like?
Right, for sure.
Because it's so funny, guitar players, and yes, I'm calling every last one of you bastards out. Stop shopping with your ears, or start shopping with your ears instead of your eyes. Because
Yes.
how does it sound?
Hmm.
Every
That's so
single guitar
important.
that I have just has a frequency and a vibration to it, which is amazing. Like,
And that's the fun part of it.
yeah. Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, speaking of frequency and vibration, I'm going to actually give you a little bit of guitar spoiler from
Ooh.
the local music store here in Caro, the
Mhm.
Frame Shop, Quad N Productions. Shout out to Jason over there. Uh, I'm like, hey man, episode 100's coming up. I need a guitar. And I'm like, you got any new Ibanez's in? And he's like, well, as a matter of fact. So of course I go over to the used guitar section and they have, holy cow, like over a couple of hundred guitars just sitting. He's like, we're at max capacity right now.
Is
So let me
wow.
grab this guitar over here and I'm just going to give you a little teaser because this thing looks absolutely sexy. So hold on
Looking
one
forward to
second.
seeing it.
I'm going to go
Yeah, yeah.
to the full screen on you and
Okay.
you chit chat while I grab the reveal
Well,
for.
that gives me time to give a shout out to a couple different places.
Yeah, absolutely.
So while he's doing that, I want to give a shout out to Bake It Up Vegan Style. Absolutely lovely person and an incredible baker. When you think of gluten free and you think of vegan, usually you think that there's things skipped and they don't taste as well. But I'll be honest with you, Bake It Up Vegan Style's cookies are amazing, and they actually do not taste like they are healthy. They're actually really, really good. She ended up packaging up me a cute little box that said congratulations on my promotion, and these were cookies for me to have on my trip up north. And they are gone. I did eat them. So if you need to get in touch with her, you can have her bake up cookies and cupcakes, all kinds of different desserts that are gluten free and vegan friendly. I do the gluten free part of it. The vegan part, I'm not so much, because I support the local meat market and all that stuff too. But it just so happens that her baked goods are both. So if you are interested in ordering from Ashley Bake It Up Vegan Style, you can catch her at the farmers market there in Caro, or you can follow her on Facebook and put your custom order in like I did. Also want to give a shout out to Alley Cat Designs. She made me an incredible hoodie that I had on last week. It was my Invader Zim with Gurr on it hoodie that had all kinds of different patchwork as a theme to go with the hoodie. She does all kinds of custom hoodies like that. You can pick out any style. They're awesome, and she does such an incredible job. Alley Cat Designs. You can find her on Facebook and follow her to find out where she's going to be at for the farmers markets as well.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, support local, guys. Like, come on. All right, so I don't know if you can see this, just the headstock right here. Oh, dubstep, RT Kuno. Good lord, I'm butchering that. We're just gonna call it dubstep. What's up, dubstep? Thank you for chiming in. In chat says, building your own guitar is pretty dope. I got a cheap jazz bass guitar and switched out the pickups with Zach Wild. Zach's pickups sound amazing. I bet they do, man. And it's really cool. But so I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler on what this sexy ass Ibanez looks like. We're going to go to the full screen here. Because
they're both Ibanez fans.
Oh, yes. And like, so I don't know if you guys can see this, if the light's doing it any justice, but this thing is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, guys, stop shopping with your eyes and start shopping with your ears, because I thought it was sexy as hell. However, when I picked this thing up and played it before I decided to buy it, that's what sold me, because the vibration of this guitar leveled me. For an acoustic, it's not an acoustic, it's an electric. But when this thing was sitting against my stomach and my chest when I was playing it, it just sent this whole vibration through me. And I'm like, that's it. And this thing is loud for an electric, acoustically speaking. Because, I mean, you know, and that's playing it unplugged. But this thing just sounds absolutely amazing. And the vibration on this is it's next level. So that's a little bit of a spoiler for this guitar that I'm going to be playing. Shout out to Jason at Quad End Productions, the frame shop right here in Caro. It's a music store that they always have top shelf guitars, and they play amazing. I actually found a Jasmine 12 string that if it's still there at the shop, he's got so much of my money, I'm just going to keep throwing at him. But I don't have a 12 string, so I got to buy it, and I already started making music on this thing, so I'm hoping it's going to stick around. But yeah, this guitar, holy cow, it's stupidly expensive, but because I've bought stuff from Jason, he's cut me an amazing deal, and he's ordering the lock strap and the guitar picks that I want specifically for me to go with the color of this guitar. So
very cool.
I'm ridiculously excited, and having the ability to play this thing live and see it's in the case. So I'm not going to spoil any more of this until tomorrow night, when we have a full house for Guitar Fridays.
Looking forward to that.
Episode 100, and I've been reaching out to everybody, throwing stuff up on my socials and whatnot. So if you guys are around for tomorrow night, please come hang out with me. We're going to have a studio full of musicians. I've got to get some of the cameras and stuff set up. So I should have that thing.
Studio full?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's people like, hey, can I come hang out with you on Guitar Fridays? I'm like, duh. So, and it's episode 100. Why wouldn't we have a studio full of musicians?
That's true.
So,
Good point.
as the night continues, it's going to be pretty freaking insane. Yeah, you know, Saturday is just going to be nuts. Obviously, Sunday back out to the Ren Fair, and sad Panda because it's the last weekend of the Ren Fair. And if you guys
I
aren't,
heard a knock at your door.
no, that's got to be you. I don't have a knock. But yeah, Heather's going ninja. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be off the hook tomorrow with Guitar Fridays and hanging out. I'm gonna have to figure out multiple tech issues before the show even starts. So yeah, what are you doing?
I got one ear off, like listening.
Is it the
'cause,
crotch goblins at the window again?
They're not. The little bastards hoisting each other up. They're like, let's get that lady. She hates kids.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm ridiculously excited. Celebrate 100 episodes of Guitar Fridays, and you guys are supporting squazillion times over. I mean, I just had my birthday Monday, and you guys threw up so many different guitar birthdays and so on and so forth with all of the guitar stuff. Like, you guys are amazing. I mean, I lost count. It was hundreds of happy birthdays, which is humbling because I don't know how to process all of that with that many people. I mean, not that, and I think if I got everybody saying thank you for the birthday wishes, if I missed any of you guys, I'm so sorry. But when you have a sea of people that is wishing you happy birthday, it's very hard to keep up on. And since you guys constantly show up and show out and have just so many people saying these things on socials, like, and I try to stay active as much as I can on these socials of Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and what are the other ones that we have for just don't make this weird?
Twitter.
Is it Twitter? Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do Twitter better.
No, I don't think we have a TikTok.
We don't have a TikTok?
I don't know.
That's
Who
your
knows?
department,
We
not
might.
mine.
If we do, I don't know who did it, but maybe we do.
I'm pretty sure we have an OnlyFans somewhere out there that's probably fan made, but I don't know.
I don't. I don't think so.
We have a Patreon, which I still need to go through and figure out the best way to do that. But yeah, it's just been absolutely insane as we are inching closer and closer. Because right now we're at episode 287, which is insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Like, how have we gotten this far on the hacks that we are when it comes to doing these shows?
I mean, you were talking about the birthday wishes and stuff, which is it is humbling, just to go back on that a little bit to get to this point I'm going to make.
Yeah.
My birthday was the week before yours, and the same thing, outpouring of love from everybody, and again, like you said, very humbling. I don't know, to get to this point where we're at, we just kept on pushing through and still doing, and here we are. I'm far away, 3 hours away actually from Tony, and we're not quitting by any stretch.
Oh, hell no.
It's just, we've met so many cool people along the way, and really that's been the best part. It's been the best part of it, and being able to grow like our friendship and everything, and doing this. I'm completely honored, and feel so grateful for all of you that join in and hang out with us. Really, we keep on doing this because of you guys, so thank you.
And that's been the humbling part about it, is so many amazing friendships and opportunities have come out of this.
Yeah.
in everything that we've done. Like, you know, the Attitude Crew, they came here and we did interviews with these guys, Matt Castor Mage, Joey Moss, getting the chance to just be in the same place, hanging out with these guys, and just
Yeah.
like
Oh, absolutely.
what the hell just happened? And yet,
Well, I'm probably.
what's that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about what made the noise. I'm moving in my chair. Anyway, keep going.
But no, it's just been really freaking cool to now do a bunch of collaboration stuff,
Oh yeah.
and be
Yeah.
able to host on other channels and be part of other channels for like the Rule of Cool, you know,
Mhm.
being on Magic Gaming Jerks and being guest co-hosts
Yeah.
for that channel, and you know, doing a bunch of other collaborations on several other channels, and sitting on different panels and talking about stuff like how the hell does this work, and becoming sponsors ourselves. Like you experienced that with Survivor Girl.
Hmm.
um
Yeah.
and just as each one of these channels have evolved and turned into what they are today, that's it's been such a cool growing process, and you guys are supporting us all the way. Like we don't get paid to do this. Well, actually we get 6 cents every 12 months according to Twitter or
Something
Twitch.
like that.
Twitch,
But
yeah.
either way, though, there are, yes, are there people out there that make, like, do this just for a living? Yeah, absolutely, there are. But we started out and we never. Yes, we talked about how great it would be to get paid and just do this, but
Yes.
it was really about the conversation. It was really about dialing back an entire week that either was a fantastic or complete hell,
Yes.
and allowing us to be just vulnerable and be out here and to do this interview to, or whatever, interview different guests and have all of you joining in our vulnerability, to say, hey, if your week was a busy week or hell or whatever, you're not alone, but we're coming together to have laughs and to forget about what's going on in the world that's really tough to sometimes deal with.
Yeah. Well, and
So
we've
it's not.
never shied away from the initial concept of "Don't Make This Weird," of real
Mhm.
people having real conversations with real people, and that's bled over into
Yes.
other channels like Survivor Girl. Like you literally took that whole concept and ran with it, and just
Yeah.
you know, I loved your catchphrase at the end of it: "Life is best lived."
It
And
is.
that's what we've
It
done.
is.
We've not stopped despite all the shit that's been thrown at us. We
Right.
keep living life, and some of the most amazing things has happened because we didn't give up.
Yeah. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, and all of you that are listening right now, there are times where I absolutely miss Survivor Girl. Like,
Yeah.
it was such an amazing part of my healing and a part of other people's healing and whatnot, to be able to do that show, to be real, to be vulnerable, to have those moments of like sitting here in front of people and just completely wiping off everything and
Yeah.
just talking about things that not only surviving but thriving through. And but when I realized that I had gotten to a point where I wasn't surviving anymore, that I was thriving, it just didn't seem like it fit anymore, unfortunately.
What
I do
and
miss it.
as you have evolved in these different areas for your channels and whatnot, like we talked about branding, you know, Survivor Girl Gaming or Survivor Girl Makeup, or you know, branching out, doing different things. Uh, and it's funny because now your channel, Dragonfly Heart Gaming,
Mm-hmm.
is just you do retro gaming. Like it's just good stuff. And watching you
Yeah.
struggle out loud, which is so funny.
Yeah, well, that's like my new catchphrase is, "Hey, I never promised that I was gonna be good at this. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to hang out, and you guys get to watch me." Like Ducktales, I was totally shit in the bed on that one. I did well for a little bit, and then I just kept dying. So I was like, in that point, I'm like, well. maybe I should hang it up for the night. But it still was fun.
Well, and that's what's been such a cool process about each one of these channels that we've either been part of or developed from nothing. And I mean, here's the surprise, guys. Spoiler alert. They don't tell you how difficult it is to start and grow your channel when nobody knows who the hell you are. So the fact that we've been at this for, Jesus, what, 6 years now? We think we're coming up on our 6-year anniversary here in August. But yeah, the best part about being on social media and trying to grow something from nothing, nobody knows who you are. You can fail and you're literally talking to crickets all of the times because nobody knows who you are. So you have to brand yourself. You have to market yourself and you have to do these things. And like, you guys are such a loyal, devoted audience. You hit the like button, you subscribe, you do all of that social media stuff, and you keep coming back, which is so much fun. Like, we appreciate you guys so much for that. And it's not about likes, it's not about subscribing, it's not about being the most popular channel out there. But it's just such a cool process to be part of something that's bigger than us.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And that's the best part of it. We continue to meet so many amazing people by doing this, and that's like way more than getting paid, to be honest.
Yeah. Just being part of the festivals and the events.
Yeah. So much fun.
Yeah, and it's been such a unique growing process for us as we've done these festivals and events. Like, I can't tell you how many times, we put on a face if we've got our shit together, and we still go do whatever it is that we got to do for a festival, for an event, for a show. I mean, there's been several times that we've sat, inches away from each other going, I'm not okay. I don't want to do the show because I'm not okay. Oh, yeah. But as in Hollywood, as in, being musicians, as, doing the stuff that we do, the show must go on. And we do just that.
Right.
And, you guys see it. We're raw, we're intimate, we're vulnerable with you guys. And we don't hold shit back. We just go, yep, here it is. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, because, a lot of times when people do something like this, they hold it back. They don't want to let people see the imperfections. Generally, I don't even know how many times I've tripped over a word in the whole time that we've been doing this show.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Right.
I just don't. I don't care. I'm human first and foremost. Surprise, surprise. But I'll be honest with you. I made those boards at work. I left off the E and the N on prevention because I was in a hurry, and someone pointed it out to me, and I'm like, my first thought was, shit. I'm supposed to be a manager. I should be a good speller. But
joke's on you.
I was in a hurry. I messed something up. So I spelt it out. And then I realized that I was running out of room, and I stuck these damn things on, and I was like, damn it, why did I do this? And so I took a brick thing or whatever, a thing, and I put it over it because I couldn't get the freaking things unstuck. And then I was in a hurry, so I left the E and the N off. And some girl come up to me, another coordinator, and she's like, you spelled prevention wrong. I'm like, so I did. Thanks for letting me know. And, so I gracefully took it, and I went, okay, well, there's a lesson to learn. I kind of look at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There was a situation that came up today with something, and, I said, that's a good learning thing for you and I. Basically, it's just, that's how I'm trying to look at this whole thing.
Yeah.
We're human. We shouldn't, you can't just walk into something and instantly be good at it. There are people that are. Fuck you guys. But
Right.
those of us that aren't,
Right.
you know, you got to be kind with yourself, especially when you're trying something different and you're actually going outside of the box.
It's funny that you say that because that's been part of this whole entire process of building guitars. I mean, my first guitar, I built it with someone else helping me
Hmm.
navigate how to well, actually, let me grab that real quick before we shut this whole thing down, and just to
Yeah.
walk you through it for a second. Like, check this out. So here's the neat part about all of this. Since I can't leave shit alone, I have to fuck with
Of
things.
course.
I literally took a tuning fork and tried my best to figure out what was the most resonant with the cigar boxes, and that's what this is.
Hmm.
I mean, I know you can't hear that, but tone woods are a thing, or at least
Hmm.
boxes are a thing, and finding out which one's most resonant. Well, and it was funny because cut this out from like a Fender Strat style um, body, and I started messing around with the candy cane headstock thing here. And he's like, "What are you doing? That's not how it works." And I'm like, "Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can do whatever you want to do with how this is supposed to sound, correct?" He's like, "Well, yeah, but that's not how I did it." I'm like, "I'm not you, and I'm going to
Hmm.
design my own um, didgeridoo or a diddly bow."
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly what I did. Like, it's electric. There, you can plug it in. But like, it was funny because he kind of got a little bent out of shape about me doing something different with the headstock. And I'm like, why not?
Hmm.
Does it look cool? I don't know. I'm like, but this is what this is going to look like. So, yeah, who cares if you fail the first time? Like this was my first build for building a guitar, and it's not even that. It's a three-string diddly bow. But in the same
Hmm.
token, like it's a cool ass story.
Right.
Like if we're doing stuff for the first time and building things, man, it's about the experience. Run with it. Have a cool ass story to tell.
Exactly. And I like kind of laugh about, you talking about this. I'm not trying to go all new age and the vibration and whatever. But honestly, the older I get, the
Yeah.
more I appreciate that stuff. I stopped over to your place with that little tank drum that I had gotten actually
Yes.
off of Timu, whatever, guys. I've heard different things. I'm researching it, whatever. Anyway, so I had gotten this little drum and I brought it over and you were like, damn, the thing's really cool.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. And you played it. I was playing it for you. And then I discovered that they have the hang drum that I've been wanting for a decade or more.
Yes.
And but there's a thing with that. They are different sounds. They are different vibrations.
Yep.
And there is another place that I had found and I loved the sound that they had particularly, and it's out of California. So these are getting more and more popular. When I first started like fell in love with these things, they were just coming out of Switzerland, and there was like 100 made a year.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was it. But now there's more and more coming out. So anyway, what I was getting to is the vibration of things, the way that an instrument feels when you play it. Like I've never played drums before, but I picked that little drum up and I was jamming. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought you couldn't instrument. No, I can, but I don't like to follow directions, so it's hard for me. I like to listen to how I think it sounds.
See, and that's
I'll play by ear, kind of.
it's so funny you say that because that's the same way that Dave Grohl approached the Foo Fighters. He's
Hmm.
not a musician, but he is a musician because when he explains how he plays guitar and writes songs, it's the drummer sounds that he's used to. Like this
Hmm.
string's the hi-hat, this string's the kick drum. And you've got all these different dynamics in between. And, with building guitars, that's at that frequency and that vibration is what, how does it make me feel? How does
Hmm.
it sound? And what else can I do with making this instrument sound and play the best that it needs to play? So stop
Yes.
shopping with your eyes, start shopping with your ears and how it makes you
And
feel.
and don't be discouraged.
Right.
You may not be the musician, but you might be the musician. You know what I mean? Like,
If
give
I
it a
can do
try
it, if Heather can do it, there's hope for you.
for sure. But it's that time again, guys. I do have to get up early, and I believe that you do as well.
Yes.
Do appreciate all of you tuning in. Thankful that I could still be here over the miles. I'm glad that we're still doing this because I would be lost without you guys. So from the heart, I love you guys. It's about doing and jumping in and trying, and I hope that you guys are doing the same.
Yeah, there's plenty more episodes where this came from because we're not done by a long shot. So
No.
thank you guys for always showing up and being present. We'll definitely catch you with the next episode and tune in tomorrow for Guitar Fridays.
Yes, 100th episodes. Make sure you get there. Support Tony. He has been busting it on the side hustle of the Don't Make This Weird part, and much appreciated. Lots of love to Tony.
Thank you.
And did you have anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, guys. Remember, keep it weird.
See you guys later.